Most people don't really run out of time. Just kind of lose track of it. Like if you're trying to hold water in your hands, it just kind of runs through your fingers, you know? We're not tired because we're doing too much. We're tired because we're doing too much of what doesn't matter, you know? We look up and the day's gone. The things we should have done, we promise we'll get to them tomorrow. And then a week passes, and then a month, and then a year. And we still haven't done what we said we would do. There's a lot of danger behind that kind of habit. We think we have time, but the graveyard is full of people that thought they had one more day, I heard a guy say. Time is truly one of the most valuable resources we have, and so many people waste it. So let's look at the tool for that. The only time you actually have is now. Stopwatch reminds us that everything takes time. And as we've learned with other things, if you're not tracking how your time is being spent, then odds are it's being spent for you, not by you. At work, every hour is tracked. Whether you're on salary or not, they still know how many hours you worked, right? Because on most projects, on most jobs, labor is the most costly cost. Does that make sense? Most expensive cost. That's proper English, right? I know in the contracting world, they even have little blue books that contractors can use to literally look up how long does it take for an employee to put up a light bulb, and then use that to bid out work. That's how they keep costs low so that they can actually make profit on jobs, you know? If you don't have a certain amount of completion with a certain amount of time in, then you don't know if the job is gonna come in on time. You don't know if the job is going well because it's not matching the pace that is set, the expectation, right? Essentially, all you end up saying is, the guys have been busy, have been working, but I have no progress. And the same thing happens in life every day with each and every one of us. We'll have a day or we'll have a string of days and you'll just say, I don't know where my time went this week. I could have sworn I had more, and I don't feel like I made any progress. I've just been moving around. The stopwatch is supposed to help us value what we actually did as opposed to what we intended to do. Allow me to ask you a question and answer it to yourself, or you can answer it down below. I would ask you, have you ever, but I'm not gonna ask it like that. I'm gonna say, when is the last time that you swore you did not have any time, yet you still managed to check social media that day? You were able to scroll for at least 5 minutes while you were in the bathroom. This question is for some of you. I know some people don't work like this, but when is the last time you said, I'll go ahead and do it later, and then all of a sudden 11 o'clock rolled around and it wasn't done, and then you said, all right, I'll do it tomorrow? Most people spend time the way they spend money, but at least with money, you can make more of it. Time, you cannot get more. It's impossible so far. You only get today once. And a lot of people walk around carrying guilt from the past with anxiety for the future, and they don't even realize that the only place that they have any power is in the present. That's just wasted effort. So how can we get control and redirect that effort? Use the stopwatch, use time management, and become aware, right? Take ownership of your day. Use it to make sure what you're doing now actually matters. And when I say use it, I'm not talking about like a metaphysical stopwatch. Like, we're going to talk about how to actually apply using a stopwatch, but you are actually going to be mindful with your time. That is the goal. That is the use of the tool of the stopwatch. Just like the compass was to find your direction and be able to move in it, the stopwatch is to get control of your most important asset, which is your time. Some of you might not relate yet, but as a parent, you understand that time flies. One moment they're in diapers, next they're asking for space. Thank God I'm not there yet, but it's coming. I can feel it. A clear proof of time passing just does not exist. It just doesn't. And I know personally, I catch myself just trying to power through a task. Let's get through the shopping trip. Let's get through errands and then just get back home so we can chill out. And it's easy to forget to be there while you're there, present, Why rush through as opposed to slowing down and enjoying the experience? Remember, everything that's commonplace to an adult is still somewhat new to a child. And those are the memories that they're going to use to form how they are as actual people, as an adult, functioning members of society, God willing. If you're like me, you're busy spending your time building a better future for your family. But like me, you cannot forget the time you spend with them now is part of that future also. So value it. The stopwatch does not lie. It just keeps counting. So the question is, are you counting the things that matter? Ephesians 5:15-16 says, be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. That's about intentionality. Every major faith, time is sacred. It's a gift. It's a test. It's a tool. It's so much. And everybody will be held accountable for how we chose to use it. The world will try to steal your minutes, your peace, your purpose, but we are not called to live for this world. We're called to live for something higher, right? So your stopwatch is also a reminder that put your time into your relationship with who matters and remember whose you are so that you can be properly aligned, as we spoke about before. So here's your challenge this week. We're going to audit our time. We're going to pick one reoccurring activity: social media, Netflix, working out, commuting, something that you do like clockwork, and we're going to choose the best tool for you. If it's a physical stopwatch, great. God bless you. I know I still have one from track days. Clock apps are really good. Activity logs. Choose one of your notepads. Jot down when you start, when you stop. You also can use your phone history settings to research it at the end of the week if you're not good at keeping track of it on the day-to-day basis, right? We're going to track how long either the activity takes or how much time you spent doing certain activities, because we want to ask ourselves at the tail end of it, was it worth it? Was doing that activity, was the amount of time that I spent getting to this particular job worth the feeling that I got at the end of coming up from schooling from 2 hours, you know? And if it's for the good things, the things that you like, that you want, you can take it a level deeper, and instead of going to a stopwatch to track how long it takes, if you want to start getting more efficient, you start timing yourself. If it took you 45 minutes and you feel like you could do it in 42, set yourself a timer. Have fun with it, you know? It's something that starts to happen when you become time aware of your activities. Somehow, without getting any extra minutes in your day, you're somehow feeling like you have more time. And that's what I'm trying to impart into you. This whole exercise isn't about shame. It isn't about guilt. It's about clarity so that you can take control. It's all about clarity and control so that you can move forward as a better version of yourself. Get honest about what your time is building towards, because if you don't run your time most likely is going to run out on you. So we made it through week 7 of our 12 weeks of fun, exciting Toolbox talks. We've covered accountability, alignment, measured actions, defining our direction. Now we're talking about time management. If you haven't already, grab the full guide down in the description. It should be really, really helpful for those that are actually taking control of their personal development journey, I guess, and trying to work on it every day. God bless you if you are. The goal here is to build life skills that you can actually use and start practicing today. If this helped, please share it with somebody. Tell me how much you enjoyed or what you like specifically down below. Share this with somebody that says they don't have time. Maybe it'll open their eyes to where they can get some back. Possibly what they need is a stopwatch, just a push in the right direction. And sometimes we all need a reason to restart. Well, let's continue to build together, guys. I'll see you guys in week 8. Peace.